Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a little bit different to usual. I'm not recording this audio sort of as I'm playing. This is a little voiceover after the fact. So I haven't actually uploaded in a while, and this video is pretty much the main reason. This video is the straw that broke the camel's back, as it were. It kind of broke me a little bit, I have to say. So I'd moved out recently, so I moved out with my parents. I got a little one-bed flat, and sort of after I'd set up everything again, I'd recorded my first video, but for some reason it had removed my mic as the default microphone for OBS. So when I'd recorded the video, it hadn't recorded any of the audio through the microphone, so there was just no voice for the video. So that was a bit of a pain. It's a bit weird that happened, because I'd unplugged my whole setup and moved it around and whatnot before, and it's never made any changes to the settings or done anything significant like that, so I thought that was really weird, but it happened. So yeah, that kind of broke me a little bit, and I'd recorded another video after that, and I was just sort of contemplating whether or not to just do this voiceover and upload both videos, or just skip this video altogether, sort of have a little explanation at the beginning of the other video, and then just sort of carry on from there. And as I was sort of debating between the two, it just never really happened either way. But yeah, so here we are. I'm doing the voiceover now for this video, and it's probably going to be a little bit shorter than my usual videos, and it's just going to be sort of an update of sort of the key points of what happened in that video. I don't really do voiceover work, so this is a bit odd for me and a bit different, so hopefully it's okay and it doesn't go too bad, but we'll see how it goes. So the main thing of this video that we were trying to do was just get through radio signals again. So we'll go ahead, pretty much we spawn in and there's a radio signal waiting for us. So after a little bit of rambling like I do, which I've pretty much done at the beginning of this video, we go over and we see what the radio has waiting for us.
Coordinates attached. We're way past our safe depth and bleeding O2. We'll have to swim for the surface, but it's 500 meters straight up. We'll make for the rendezvous and keep you posted. Out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
So there is a big update for the channel. I've recently just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm now in the YouTube partnership program, which means I can start getting paid for content. Obviously I'm still quite small, I'm not really expecting anything astounding from it, but the fact that I've reached a point where I can just get paid from YouTube is pretty awesome. So thank you to everyone that has subscribed, and hopefully we continue to grow. Hopefully I don't break again and I just keep uploading videos. At some point in the future I do sort of plan on streaming on YouTube, but I think potentially that might be happening somewhat soon. But yeah, other than that, hopefully I do just sort of stick to content and getting some videos out, and hopefully we can continue to grow the channel. But yeah, that's awesome. So officially I'm kind of making money from YouTube now, which is weird to say. But anyway, so let's get just into the video. So, as we close in on the origin and the radio signal, I found myself discovering a completely new biome that I haven't seen before, so I was like loving it at this point, and so I just sort of taking it all in, and then we just get ambushed out of nowhere by a somewhat familiar foe. So I'm sort of sat there stunned, I've lost power to the sub, and I just start panicking, because this is very familiar, and I feel like this is the creature that, well, at least I blame for destroying my last sub, my last Seamoth, although I'm not 100% sure about that. I don't know exactly what got my last Seamoth, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And then I take a turn, I turn around and take a look, and then lo and behold, it is that bloody thing. So we sort of rush to get out of there. I sort of look back again a little bit after like going forward a little bit, and it seems to have got distracted by something else, so we just sort of carry on. So obviously, it being a new biome, I start exploring around for some other resources. You know, I see lots of quartz hanging around. You can never turn down a good bit of quartz. I just always need quartz. I don't know, and I never really seem to have any, so start picking up some of that. And then I notice this little red orb in the background, so not too sure what that is. So I go over to take a look, and oh my god, it's blood oil. At the time, I couldn't really remember what the blood oil was for, but I knew that I needed it. I remembered that I needed it for something important, so I was super excited that I'd got the blood oil. We go and explore the life pod, but oddly we don't find any sort of data bank or anything. But we pick up the PDA. We don't really play it because I'm just super impatient. I just wanted to play the game. I couldn't be bothered to wait around for the story. Yeah, that's why there's not much else to say about that. I just didn't do it. But yeah, for some reason there just wasn't a data bank. I think I like did this, and then I go back a little bit later because I wanted to go and get some more resources anyway. I noticed that the signal was still there, so I figured that the data bank might be there, but it still just wasn't there. So yeah, I'm not so sure where the data bank was, or if I just missed it, but I couldn't really find it in the life pod or in the surrounding area, so I think we just sort of missed out on that one. I keep looking around for some new materials, and we found some mushrooms that caught my eye, and I kind of went to go and check them out. I thought they were just like acidic mushrooms. It turns out that it was something just like completely new, so it ended up being something called Deepshrooms, which is also something that's quite useful and we'll go into a little bit later. We then come across these weird new creatures, and oh my god, they teleport. That was so weird to see. I think I did see them in like a previous video, but or not even in a video. I think I saw it once like off camera, and it sort of teleported, and it sort of teleported like off screen, and I wasn't sure if I saw it or not. But yeah, so we come across them again, but I just sort of sat there stunned, and I was just like, is this good, is this bad, are they passive or hostile? I didn't really know. And then after a little bit of thought, I was just like, hey, it's not really worth my life. So I just got back in my sub and I started heading back to base. I did look at it a little bit later online, and apparently they're not so aggressive until you get a little bit later in the story and something happens, and then they'll get aggressive towards you. Don't want to give like too many spoilers, as we still haven't got to that point, obviously, because they weren't aggressive. But yeah, they sort of start off passive, and then they will get aggressive as the game sort of progresses and you hit certain story points. So after getting back to the base, I had to find out what else we could create, so I sort of went over to the little crafting table. I genuinely can't even remember what it means. I haven't got the video up in front of me, by the way, so this is just like, I have like a little script that I'm kind of winging it from, and I don't have the video, and I just can't even remember what things are called. It's been so long since I played Subnautica. But I went over to a little crafting thing, and I found out that the blood oil is used for benzene, which is one of the key components for synthetic fibers, which is what we wanted for the reinforced dive suit. It's also used on a prawn suit grappling arm, and it's also used in a Cyclops energy efficiency upgrade. So blood oil, benzene, completely useful. So happy that we managed to find that. That's awesome. The Deepshrooms are used for hydrochloric acid, which in itself only makes one thing, which is polyaniline. But This is sort of the gateway to so many different upgrades within the game. So sort of, I was looking it up online. It's too much to sort of list right now as I'm talking. I'll probably put like a little picture on screen. Woo, editing. And then yeah, we sort of just take a trip back to LifePod 2, try and find ourselves some more materials, craft up the grappling arm for the prawn suit, and just as I was about to test it out, I remembered we got another radio signal, so we go and check that out first.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
Destroyed. Mode. Patrol. New targets unaccounted for. 1.
Ooh, creepy. So I'll take a trip just close to the base just to test out the grappling arm a little bit. It's a little bit tricky to get used to, but I can see how you would use it. Sort of slingshot yourself up, and then you sort of boost yourself up a little bit with the thrusters, and then you just sort of rinse and repeat until you sort of get out of any sort of crevice that you're stuck in. I did sort of keep stopping just short with my thrusters, and I wasn't really getting anywhere, but I could see how you would use it. I was just bad at it. So I went back to LifePod 2 for some more materials, but this was a really short trip after another close encounter with the Warper. At this time, again, I didn't really know it was passive, so I was just scared and I fled. Fled like a little wuss. On my way back, we get another radio signal, so we go straight to the LifePod and have a listen.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're it. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, we're getting rescued! But that is all, folks. I ended the episode here. Next episode we continue with the radio signals, and hopefully we figure out what's happening with the rescue and see what happens there. Hopefully you sort of enjoyed this new style of video. I have to say, I really didn't like it. It's very, very strange. But if you did, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Can't imagine there's going to be too many sort of videos like this. I think it's just going to go back to like the normal format, and it's just going to be if I mess up again. So until next time, see you later.